everybody, what's up? Welcome to episode number 5 of the FBA Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and I am excited to be here today because we have a lot to talk about. We've got a lot going on today at the FBA Podcast, and I'm going to actually walk you through exactly what I'm doing to create my product and some of the strategies I'm using. And, you know, to be honest with you, I was just writing down my thoughts for this. I have a little notepad app open on my computer, and I was just going through exactly the process that I'm using. And I was like, this is unique. This is different than every other podcast on FBA out there because, well, a few reasons. The first one is this is first off like a conversation. This is real. It's not edited. You can see me right now. I can't see you, but you can see me, and this is what it's like to be in the middle of it. This is what it's like to be at kind of ground zero, of this new forefront of selling products on Amazon, because I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know if this is going to sell on Amazon or not. And, this is a product that I've created, and I'll go into that in a minute, but this is a product that I've created. I'm going to put on Amazon, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh my goodness, I have to deal with failure. But I heard something unique the other day, and it was, we're going to fail until we succeed. And I thought that was really cool because, I'm going to go into the $250 product challenge that I'm starting today. And I'm going to allocate $250. And if I fail, that's only $250. Like, that's not that much. That's, if you can't save $250 a month, then you need a different job. And so $250 is what I'm allocating to this product just to test it out. If it works, it's going to be awesome. If it doesn't, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to learn a lot from it, and I'm going to share it all with you guys. So I just, that's the first thing. This podcast is unique because of that. And second thing is, I'm not going the traditional route of Alibaba and paying people for reviews and paying people, to look at my product. Like, I'm not doing Amazon pay-per-click. Like, I want an actual product, and I want to feel good about it. I don't want it to be a knockoff of a spatula that I looked, or a spatula set, And people do this, and that's fine, and you can do that. That's a way to generate money on Amazon. But this is different because this is not a get rich scheme. I don't want to make money selling. In retail arbitrage, you go into a store and you find that spatula, and if it's at a good price, you grab it and you sell it on Amazon, and that's great. But I'm going to be honest with you, that's unfulfilling to me to do that. And so that's why I'm progressing now from taking that foundation, which I talk about over at Teach Me FBA. It's a great course. It's free. I talk about, how to build that foundation for Amazon. And now you take those skills and you transition them into a product that you feel passionately about. And I feel passionately about this product. It's actually the way I proposed to my fiance, now my wife, so it worked out. And I have it with you. I have it with you. I have it with me right here. This is it. This is the product I'm going to list on Amazon. Most people won't show the product that they're listing on Amazon, but here it is. And I'm going to break this down here in a second. So stay with me. I'm fired up today because this is an exciting time. It's always exciting to start new things and to take a risk, and I'm glad you're here with me for this. Now, that's a lot. So I want to just break down exactly what's going to be covered in this episode so that if you want to listen or if you just want to skip it, go on to the next episode, whatever it may be. So let me just start with this. I'm going to talk about the Teach Me FBA course for about a minute. We've had awesome things happen there. I want to share those awesome things with you because it's exciting. It's really exciting. We're going to talk about a new course I'm adding to Teach Me FBA. That'll be about 30 seconds. And then I'm also going to ask you to hop on the email list, and that pitch is going to be about 15 seconds. And there's a reason for that, and I'm going to get into it. And again, 15 seconds. So, and then the rest of the podcast is going to be on this product that I just showed you, the product challenge that I'm putting to myself. If you guys want to join in, that's cool too. But I'm just going to tell you exactly where the podcast is going to go, how I'm going to update you for the next, maybe 2 months, I believe, is how long it'll take me to launch this product. About 2 months. So let's dive into it. I got about a minute to talk to you about how awesome Teach Me FBA is. TeachMeFBA.com is a course that I put together to teach you exactly how I got started selling products on Amazon. And if you go there to teachmefba.com you're gonna see a video course, and it's free. It's always gonna be free. Just I want you to get started, and that's the really, really cool thing about it is after people watch this video course, they feel so good about the process because I show you exactly what I'm doing that they take the leap of faith and they go out and start their Amazon business. And right now we have 253 people that have been through the course, and about 247 of them have said, yes, I took massive action after watching those videos, and I'm now starting my FBA business. That is awesome. That is why I do this. That is, that's why I'm willing to put myself out here and be embarrassed about how I look and how I sound and all that stuff. I'm willing to do this because it makes people take action. So go there if you haven't to teachmefba.com and sign up for that course. Again, it's free. You're not getting on like a list or anything. All you're doing is you're just watching a video course. And so, I'm thinking about putting that video course online because it's helping people so much. But I'd really like to be able to get your feedback too. And so, just go to the Teach Me FBA course. Now, with that, 30 seconds on what's some exciting news that's gonna happen with Teach Me FBA is I'm adding a product development course to it. I'm going to add a private label course to it and then a product development course to it. So there's going to be two separate courses that are going to be added to Teach Me FBA so that I can help you guys where you're at. Because a lot of you are sending me emails. You're like, Ryan, I did the retail arbitrage and now I want to jump into a private label product. Do you have anything for me there? Well, I don't. Being honest with you, I don't yet because I'm not really going the private label route. I'm going the product development route. But I do have some friends that are in the private label business. I'm going to go that route eventually. After I get my product developed, I'm going to go back into private labeling just so I can teach you guys how to do it. And here's the unique thing. I'm actually going to tell you the products that I'm private labeling. And a lot of people are scared of like, Ryan, you shouldn't do that because then people are going to leave you negative reviews. I don't care. Don't leave me negative reviews. That's not cool. But, unless it's unless it's honest, honest feedback is fine. I don't want to get into that whole thing about fear keeping me from doing the right thing. I want to help you guys get started on Amazon. And if you want a private label, I'm here to teach you. And so I'm going to get my feet dirty first. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to fail a few times and get it right so I can teach you guys how to do it. And I've got the product picked out. I'll be talking about it in the next few episodes. I'm going to record my conversations with the manufacturers, and I'm going to do that whole thing because I think it's something that a lot of people are interested in. And I am interested in. I just think that this product I'm going to show you here in a few seconds is so special to me because of the story behind it that I want to start there. So, but then you'll never know any of this unless you listen to every minute of the podcast, or if you're on the newsletter. So I would say sign up for the newsletter. That's where I'm going to be sending out all the information about these new and upcoming things. Our release to iTunes. I'm going to be putting this podcast on iTunes soon. That'll go out in the newsletter. And so I'd love it if you guys would stop over to FBApodcast.com, sign up for the newsletter there. I don't email often. Only when it's important. So I think I've only sent out, I've been doing this for about 5 months now, and I've only sent out one email because I don't want to bug you guys. I know what it's like to be on lists of people who you wanted to talk to once, but now they just keep sending you junk, So I find myself unsubscribing more than I'm subscribing nowadays. But if you go over to FBApodcast.com, sign up for the newsletter, I'm only going to email you for significant events that will help you with your business. So feel free to do that. And if not, that's fine too. Just check back often. That's fine with me. All right. Now into the meat and potatoes of the program. I'm going to talk to you about my $250 product challenge. Now, I'm going to tell you about what the product is, the story behind it, and then I'm going to go into the special and unique way that I'm going to market my product so that I can grow an audience and gain traction. So the product that I'm doing is this right here. Now, this is not the final product, although it is very fine craftsmanship, I will say. This is the game that I created for my fiance, and this is what I used to propose. to her, actually, and she said yes, so it worked out. It must be a good game, right? So here it is, and it's just I dropped the dice, but this is just a homemade game board on the back of some craft wood that I got from a store. And so it's really hard to get this in the screen here, but I've got some playing cards. They've had, there's questions involved with this game, and so there's different things in here. So I've got 3 different styles of game cards. I've got some little figures here that these are the game pieces, and then I've got a dice which I dropped on the floor. Now this is what I am going to produce and put on Amazon. This is my idea. This is a game that I created for couples who are having a date night and they want to have a fun date night. Now it's clean, which it's clean. It's a clean game. So don't go there with your thoughts, right? This is something that I think will help people in their relationships. Everybody's looking for ideas for dates, and this is something that I think will be good, that will bring couples closer, and the way it's organized and formatted, I think it will lead to a fun date night. And so that's what I'm doing. That's going to be the product I'm creating. Now the issue becomes, how do I create this product? Now I talked in episode number 3, and I told you guys about this product, and I told you that I'm not using Alibaba. I'm not going to look for a game manufacturer in China and try to import 500 of these things. No. I'm using a website, or I'm going to use a website called GameCrafter, or thegamecrafter.com, I believe. And I'll just check on that right now because I think I have it up. Yeah, thegamecrafter.com. And what they do is they let you upload your artwork, they create the game, you just order it, and then they send you it. They send you a few copies, or if that's what you pay for, whatever. And that's what I'm going to do a quick launch of this product. Now, like I said, I have $250 allocated to this product. Where's that money going to go? Okay. The first place it's going to go is going to be into artwork and design, because you saw some of these game cards. You saw how it's not great. The layout of the game board it's kind of cheesy. It's just what I did in a Photoshop application. So it's not that great. So I'm gonna try to pay somebody to put together a game board for me, and I'm gonna do that on, I think, Fiverr.com. I'm gonna try first because it's the cheapest option. And then from there, I'm going to go, and I might go into 99 Designs. I like that, but it's so expensive, it doesn't fit into my budget of $250. So that's what I'm going to do with the game board. I'm going to go on Fiverr, look for some artists that I like, get a few different takes on it, maybe spend, I don't know, $70, $75, trying to do that. So that'll be artwork. Now, where am I going to go from there? I'm going to create a website as a launch place for this, because while Amazon is great, Amazon is just a channel, and so we can't have everything invested into Amazon. We have to have somewhere else that we can have this product. So I'm looking at a few things. I'm looking at Shopify. I'm looking at Squarespace, and I'm looking at just trying to create a decent looking WordPress theme. What are those for people that aren't familiar? Well, they're just I'll list them in the show notes and all this stuff. But these are just website creation tools that you can use. So WordPress is a blogging platform. Squarespace is kind of a do-everything sort of website. It's really visually awesome and clean and nice, and you can sell things through it. And then Shopify, I'm very unfamiliar with Shopify, but I'm going to try that. I think just look at it and see if that's something that's like a all-in-one shopping online solution for your product. So those are the things I'm going to look at. And I'll update you later on what I choose, and you'll obviously see it because you're kind of playing this along with me as we go. So that's what I'm looking at for that. Now that'll be another, depending on what I go with, it'll be another $50 or so. And then the rest of it is going to go into product. Now, when I priced out the product on GameCrafter already, the way I want to create it, it costs about $35 to $40 for one game. And, I guess that's an expensive game, but it's expensive for me when I think about it. But I went to the store, I went to Target the other day, and I was just looking at the game aisle and getting ideas for this game. And it turns out that, there's like $70 games out there. So while it's expensive to me, it's a price I would pay, but it's expensive to me, $40 for a game. It might not be that expensive for the market out there. When I think about like having a really fun date night, that's really not that expensive to spend on it. You go out dinner for two, and a movie would be more than that. So I do think I'm providing value with the game. Now, from there, what are the margins that are involved? Well, that's something yet to be seen. I want to comment on that after I create, this game board and after I find a final price for it. But I'm going to go for at least a x3 markup because that's kind of industry standard. And if I can go x4, I will. I want to try to price the game between $40 and $60 because I think that's kind of a sweet spot. Now, I want to share this with you. Number one, what have I been doing for product research? I've been going to Target and Walmart and just looking at their games and finding out what I like so that I can tell a graphic artist, like, hey, this is kind of how I think the game should feel. I also went to a Goodwill, and I was just looking at unique packaging ideas of their game boards because, Goodwills have tons of used games there. And so I was looking for some I could use for prototypes and whatnot. I found this. This is I picked it up for $2. I don't know if you can see that, but it says $1.99. So I picked it up for $2 at Goodwill, and I love this sort of wooden box slide-out game board feel. Now this is a puzzle, so it has different quadrants for different puzzle pieces and all that. But you can see how this original game board could transition very well into this game board. So I love this idea of a real sturdy. It's kind of like a keepsake as well because, you can put, if you write your significant other letters or something like that, they can store them in here. I know that's what my fiance did with the game board that I made her. So there's different things you can do, and I think it adds an element of value. So I might offer two different games. One that's like this keepsake premium edition, and the other one that's just the same one. I love that pricing strategy too because then they can offer those two different prices, and the perceived value is what I can charge for. So if they think that that's worth it, they can charge. So they have options. The consumer has options. So that's good. All right. So that's what I'm looking for how I'm going to put this thing together, where I'm going to go for my designs. I'm just going to go to a one-stop shop at thegamecrafter.com. That's where I'm going to create it. And then it's going to be landed here. And then the next thing is, and I'm excited about this, is I'm going to start marketing early. I'm going to create a Facebook page now and try to get some people signed on to it. I'm going to create the website and the Facebook page, try to grow a list early for some product validation things. So I'm creating this product. I need to know if it's going to sell. And so I'm going to try to get that built in early, figure out the brand name, figure out the website, figure out the Facebook group thing, and then try to get people in there and ask them for their participation so that I then can kind of launch the product in front of them. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, and I'm hoping to do it all on a $250 budget. I think that's possible because I don't have to pay for shipping from China. I don't have to pay for large quantities, minimum orders. I can start very small. I can validate it, and then I can put this product on Amazon, which is the genius of our time, which we can then open up to the world and sell to a bunch of people with credit cards already on Amazon, right? It's a great way to build a business, but you need to have more channels than just Amazon. So I can sell this anywhere. I can also go into stores and sell it too. So that's what I'm doing. Now, if that's exciting to you, I would love to hear from you in the comments below this video, either on the website at fbapodcast.com/5 or on this YouTube channel that you're watching this on. I'd love to hear from you guys and hear what you think and where you think I should go with this. I heard one person say Kickstarter is a great way to launch this. And I was like, yeah, that would be really awesome because Kickstarter is a way to build momentum for good ideas, and I think I have a good idea. And then we also have Amazon for distribution, and that's awesome as well. And so, if you can use Kickstarter to gain momentum for your Amazon, that would just be so great. There's other issues with that, but just those ideas has really got me thinking. So I'm going to think about that, and hopefully over the next month, I'm going to be commenting on that. Now I hope to have this prototype done within a month. I'd love to have everything done by by Thanksgiving. And I know that we're going into Q4 here, and everybody in the Amazon world, that means just get crazy and just buy everything and sell everything on Amazon. But again, I'm not in this just to make money during Q4. I'm in this to build a business, and so I'm not letting that hype get to me about Q4. Q4 is great, but I don't want to try to rush things along and have my quality of the product suffer. I want to do it the right way, and then, maybe not 2015 quarter four, but maybe 2016 quarter four will be really good. So again, I'm not going to do things the wrong way just because it's quarter four. I'm going to do things the right way so I can build a business that can support, my why, so I can invest in relationships and freedom with my time. So there it is. That is what I have for you today. And again, thank you for watching. It's just so funny because we're at 20 minutes and it's just me talking. I'm here and you guys can see this. I'm in my office, and I just thank you guys for stopping by. It means so much that you guys are willing to listen to someone talk for this long, especially me. And I thank you so much for that. And I love hearing from you guys. I've gotten a ton of emails over the last, over the last weeks now, and it's great to hear what you guys are doing with your business and all the excitement and all the energy that you guys have in starting your businesses. And I'm there with you. This is exciting. This is cool. This is an opportunity unlike any in the world ever, right? And so we get this chance, and let's make it count. Let's do the work, and let's put out good things to the world. So that's all I have for you today. Stop back in the episode number 6 of the podcast, where I'm going to be, I might be answering a lot of questions that you guys have had. I'd love to have a list. I get all these questions. I think episode 6, I'm just going to have a listener questions and answer session with you guys, so that I can kind of just go over the things that's on your guys' mind, and hopefully we can answer that. So just stop back for that. Look, have a great day. Have a productive day, and I will see you in the next episode of the FBA Podcast. Take care.